This is a project we completed about 9 years ago. We have kind of a unique problem here with the overhang that we're getting rot on the siding. The siding was all removed. We installed a copper paneling that goes underneath the brick and it goes up the back wall. We set the brick on the edge using polymeric sand like we do on every application. This way here we have drain holes that lets the water out, has a slight pitch to it, and it's still held up. It's been at least 9 years, maybe 10. We set the granite stairs, and we use Glengarry 53 DDs, which is a clay brick that we use in the islands, Nantucket, Martha's Vineyard, Boston. And we did the landscaping, set up the light posts. Now we're back at the same location, and we're doing the wood lot that we converted over to a sitting area and an access way for the back, put in walls and boulder walls, and set up a screen using evergreens.
When we started this project, it was a wooded lot. Because we were in here doing the stumping and general grading of the lot, what we did was we created an access way to the back, and that's what you see here. This is going to allow him to have access to the back, to his compost pile, and it's out of the main site of his yard. As the operator on the job, I was responsible for setting all the grades. I built the wall in the front along the road edge. That was an issue that had to be addressed because we had a banking that went steeply down to the road, and it would have been a maintenance issue. It would have been really hard to mow a lawn. It would have been a planting bed that wasn't necessary. So the solution was to excavate that banking, and because we had a lot of stones accumulated from the excavation, we built a natural wall. We seeded between the road and the wall, so now it's easily maintained by mowing. Right up, right here.
We dug out the patio area about a foot deep, put in crushed gravel. Compacted our gravel base about 6 to 8 inches, and we put down some textile fabric. It's a woven fabric. It's going to keep our gravel clean, separated from the gravel. And we're going to compact the stone base, and then we'll be ready to lay out the shape of the patio. We set up the flexible edging to create the perimeter of the sitting area. We made it into a kidney shape. We're getting the brown color. Yeah. And then set our stairs so they're at the right elevation. We use 3 to 4 inches of crushed stone, 3/8 pea stone. And we chose a brown stone because the stones that we have around here are kind of tannish gray, and it's kind of got a nice mix. We put in an evergreen screen using large arborvitaes. They'll get taller and fill out, and it's to screen the house off to the left here. Also the mound, just to get a little more elevation, we use some smaller plant material, but it kind of gives separation from the other property. And the large evergreens will come in and fill in the area. So when you're looking from across the yard, you're going to get kind of a break, and you're not going to have that full view of the property. It gives you different vistas when you're looking across.
The primary purpose of this project was to create a screen. We used a variety of evergreen material, varying in size, color, and texture. We used some Fraser firs, which are commonly a Christmas tree. We used quite a few of those for the backdrop on top of the mound. We also incorporated some rhododendrons, which are going to give some nice spring color when they bloom. A blue spruce. We also incorporated some deciduous trees. We used a hawthorn and a flowering crabapple, both of which are used by songbirds, kind of break up the evergreen backdrop. We also used a variety of ornamental evergreens, sort of specimen plants, one of which was the silverlock fir and the weeping white pine, which adds an artistic element around the gravel walk patio.
Now the grass is up, the plants are all in, and the place has been hydroseeded and it looks really good. We're here to do the gravel lock. The gravel lock system is a polymeric liquid that bonds aggregate together. Chris poured that on out of a watering can, so it penetrates down about 3-4 inches and it'll lock it all together. So we'll have a permeable sitting area that'll hold up chairs and a table, but it'll also let water go through. So it's a nice system, and we're trying it out for the first time, and it might be something that we'll add to other landscapes and be able to offer that. Now this has to sit for 24 hours.
We had just enough.
And we had just enough to get through. We used 10 gallons of the gravel lock. We should be all set.
I'm sitting here on a new set of granite stairs we installed for the customer. He had this new deck put on. He had wood stairs, and we removed them and replaced them with granite stairs. It's a 7-inch rise is a standard height for a step. But in this particular instance, because of the elevation from the top of the deck to the ground being 24 inches, we used 8-inch stairs. That way he has 3 even steps of 8 inches from this granite landing that we also installed. This was another problem area the customer had off of the new deck he had installed. We installed 2 more 8-inch stairs and this new landing. This is a very tight space, and the wooden stairs he had were a little rotted and slippery. All our granite steps we've installed have a flame finish on them, which gives the granite some texture and some grip and traction